last point, I know we're not really doing this in any cohesive order, but Mike was absolutely correct. You guys are doing a great job with this. I'm really pleased that you guys took the first step, and that's why I'm giving you these pointers, so that either you get a chance to do it better, or we can all build upon the same thing and share this information. And a lot of this we're going over in verbal text, so that you can see that we're not trying to be dicks or anything. This is really constructive stuff, and so that we can make it as perfect as we can, so that when we present it to new people, they understand it without question. One thing that none of us did, and I forgot to talk about till just now, was the target zones. We never addressed that on the video at all. So again, remembering, we never actually strike to the head in anything. We want to emphasize that the target zones are from the shoulder, the collarbone to the shoulder, and the whole torso section to the waist. You can thrust to this section, but we try to keep them below the nipples and above the waist on a thrust. Slashes can come to any of these parts of the body. Okay? The leg from the hip to the knee, just above the knee. We don't want to actually get on the knee bone itself. You can only slash to the thigh. So again, slashes to the leg, no thrusting to the leg. The reason for the no thrust to the leg is if Mike's stepping forward at the same time I thrust, I'm going to dig him in pretty good, and he's going to get a really nasty bruise from that. And believe me, it doesn't feel good. Okay? Thrust to the belly, again, weapon side, so it slides off. Slashes to the chest, to the belly. You know, we don't target the arm. The forearm is real easy to break, so if his hand's up and he hits it, I'm probably going to jack his arm up pretty good, give him a bone spur. The elbow especially is very dangerous to hit. That's why these are forbidden zones. Never target the elbow, the forearm, or anything. Occasionally a bicep shot will slip in. Try and be cool about it. And that's what I want to talk about in video a whole lot. I normally take them in a show, but it's not to be targeted. Look for that crease in the shoulder where the seam is and everything, and that's how I kind of judge where my shoulder is. If you can't hardly see it, but my seam is very low, so I'll take one a little farther out than, you know, if the seam is real hot. You're kind of showing them that collarbone. And again, we want to stress, we never hit into the face area, ever. It's never to be even, other than the first shot of the fives, that's the only time we ever strike into that zone. So, anything to add on that?
Real quick, used to be the training officer in our group. One thing I always like to, I did with our fighters, especially the new guys, so they get used to being hit, is when you're doing the fives, actually tap them in the shoulder. When you're practicing the fives, same in the leg, okay? That way it gives the fighter used to being hit, so they don't flinch or anything, but it also gives you a good practice, so you can actually throw it right into that, that area that you're supposed to.